That's like mega bad. Okay, now it's good. Gosh darn it, man. Are we live? It seems so. Whoa. Woohoo. Whoa. Nice. Now, those watching the VOD, hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well, you know. We're just gonna, you have to time skip. There will be a play bar in the bar, which we'll get to the discussion if we have one. You know, this is most generally just chatting, so yeah. And I'm just gonna wait for people to roll on in, as it were. So yeah. And while I do that, I'm going to eat. And also, you know, do the YouTube stuff, like post about this. How are you, people watching the VOD? Live. Oh, hey, Close End Channel. Hello, Jonah Butcher. I hope you're doing well. Just waiting for some people to come in on, then you know, we'll get to it then, right? So otherwise, how are you all? I had an idea for what to do for this stream, but then I kind of realized that, like, wait a minute, this is actually terrible to go over stream because it's literally nothing. You know, it's literally nothing. You know. It's going over this video, right? But what I realized, you know, about this video is that it's literally just clips, you know? Like, it's literally just like, there's no talking points, it's literally just like showing things off, and that's it. And that's it, you know? I'm like, okay, well then, that kind of sucks. I will, like, talk about it, because I remember I saw people, like, talking about this thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, might as well, you know, discuss it. Yeah. Thanks. Good job. What's the implication? Obviously, BG3 good versus Dark bad, but what else? The implication is that Dragon Age Veilguard has bad villains for some reason, which I don't particularly get because it doesn't. Like here's the thing. There's many things wrong with this video. One of them being is that it never really establishes what a good villain is. It just doesn't do that. So we don't really get an understanding of, like, where the person who is making this coming from. What is a good villain? That is never answered. The question is never answered. You know, or it's not even asked. You know, not only is it not asked, it's just not answered. So we don't really get an idea of, hey, this is what makes a good villain, this is what makes a bad villain. In my eyes, what makes a good villain is, do they feel realistic in the type of villain they are? And here's the thing. Dragon Age Veilguard and Baldur's Gate 3 both have good villains. It's both good. You know, it's like saying that and I'm gonna do this, right? Nev. And then it's like asking this question. Who's hotter? Nev or Shadowheart? Now, to the simple-minded, right? To the simple-minded, they might say, you know, one or the other, right? They might say, like, this one or that one, right? They're both wrong. They're both wrong. You know why they're both wrong? Because they're both fucking hot. You know, you would fuck both of them. If you had the chance, you would. Because they're both hot. I mean. And that's the same situation that's happening now with the whole, like, villain thing, right? It's not actually about, you know, which one is better, which one's worse, you know. They're both good, right? They're both actually good games with great villains, you know. There's a thing on Twitter, right? There are people discussing it, you know, and saying, like, you do realize Elganon is supposed to be a tyrant, right? The lore behind the whole Dragon Age setting is that elves are spirits, you know, and then they embody, and that they embody like a specific trait. And clearly, Elganon was a spirit of command, which means that when he gets corrupted, he becomes the spirit of tyranny. His entire being is literally tyranny, so it makes sense, you know. It's a realistic villain, and that's why I think they're pretty good villains, you know. But no, Baldur's Gate 3 good and Dav bad. Yep, I'm very smart. I've thought a lot about this, you know. Mucho. So it's just that. Yep. It's just that. Boring, yeah, it really is boring, you know. Like, they could have done something else, you know. They could have, like, had an actual critique of, like, one of the issues with Veilguard's villains that you can say, maybe, a bit honestly, is that, we don't see them as much in the same quantities as Baldur's Gate 3. But then you could still make the same argument of, like, an argument that says, Baldur's Gate 3 villains were written to feature more prominently in their story. It allowed for that more, because that's how it was written. But like, Dav is a bit different, you know. If Elganon, like Gillinan, like Elganon and Gillinan are a bit weird, because I think it isn't already explained. The implication of why they don't just kill Rook and Co. immediately the moment they meet is simply because they think the Dreadwolf's behind it, you know? Which is fair, right? The Dreadwolf's their old enemy, and he spent, like, literally thousands of years just tricking them. So, like, they're obviously not gonna, like, try to kill you because, like, what if it's an Uno reverse trap and, oh shit, man. It seems like the, trickster tricked them into, like, walking into a trap and they kill themselves or something like that, right? It's like, oh, okay. It could have been so much better. It could have been an actual discussion. You know? Dav bad, EG3 good. What's that? Also, if anyone has any suggestions to what to go over, I'll take it. As it were. No. What's his name, man? Michael Gamble. That's his name. Watch out. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I just got that. Oh gosh, fine. Where was it? Wait, what just happened? I'm not sure what you mean by like closed down channel. Yeah, I feel like the actual Baldur's Gate 3 fans would be equally like Orin or Gortash, and would equally be like Orin. Yeah, I mean, literally, they say that, right? They say that, like, Baldur's Gate 3 fans, if you told them and say, like, hey, what do you think of the villains? They would say, like, Thorm is pretty good. Orin Gortash is trash. They would say that. Because, like, Orin Gortash got, like, so little development, and the way they present it in the game is just so terrible, you know? It's literally Orin kidnaps one of you guys, you know? And that's a skippable thing. If you're like me and, like, barely did long rest, you just not have that interaction with Orin, and you just, like, beat up Orin, you know? Like, you would just do that, you know? But, wait, no. And Gortash just, like, has that one scene, and, like, I don't know, man. They didn't really explain how Gortash is, like... How do I say? Gortash just, like, greets you and says, like, yo, dude, how have you been? Yeah, I'm gonna do this thing. And, like, everything's surrounding Gortash. So the point of, like, one of the things I think connected to Gortash that kind of sucks is that when you want to save like Will's dad, you can't do it literally within that time, within that like area. Like I'm sorry, man. The mechanics of the astral prism is so fucking wonky. They clearly didn't think it through. Does the astral prism project an aura of protection, or is it selective on who it chooses that aura, right? And it's clearly the latter, where the emperor can selectively choose who the aura is applied to, and that therefore means that people like Minsk can be projected the aura. But then it's also a bit weird and terrible because then it's implied during if you recruit Minthara the traditional way, that Minthara, you know, um, the Minthara gets an aura, which is dumb. It's like, I'm sorry, huh? What? And then it's like, I'm sorry. This is a bit of a weird mechanic. So, like, the whole thing tied with Gortash about saving Will's dad, Ravenguard, it's like we are supposed to, like, free him from the mind flare control, but we can't do that immediately there for some reason. And, like, yeah, Gortash will try to kill us, right? But, like, in front of every single noble, like, yeah, sure, he'll have an army, right? But then he has the entirety of Gold's Gate like against him, and also that's not part of his goal. Part of his goal is like control and tyranny, right? Not just conquest, not just bloodshed. It's so weirdly dumb. Every interaction with Gortash and Orin, it's I can't remember what I said in my script for my issues with the game. I think one of the things, let me see. One of the things that made Baldur's Gate 3 such a weird game with its villains is that it's not really like they're not presented as much as they should have and could have been, and additionally, they could have. They're not that well thought out. Orin's fine because Orin's literally a blood mirror. Same with Thorm, but there are like frays to those edges. So for example, they just allow Orin on the seat of the table. Like, Gortash has no reservations for like, wait a minute, you literally killed one of our guys. You shouldn't be allowed to do this. Like, I'm sorry, Gortash is not that dumb to think like Orin's just, oh yeah, Orin had no. It's so dumb. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 fans would actually agree, and I imagine if Baldur's Gate 3 fans played Dragon Age Veilguard, they would say like, wow, these are pretty good villains. The only issue that I do think is that they should have explained why they don't crush him. Like, maybe Rook talks to the caretaker and says like, I wonder why the gods didn't kill us immediately when they saw us, that was pretty weird and dumb. And then the caretaker says like, well, that's because they're schizophrenically paranoid, okay? They're afraid that like they think Solus is in every single walls, okay? And it's not the first time Solus like faked his death, in the millennia of conflict that they had. So they're just concerned that if they actually try to kill you, that actually they die because of some weird fucking magic shit. So yeah. Yeah, people like Act 3 major villains, but feel like Act 3. Yeah, they do. I only see a bit of Act 2, but the major villain kind of feels like the Aeroshock. In a way, though I think calling Thorm like an Aeroshock-like villain isn't completely accurate, they're in the way that you get to talk to them without them killing you immediately, but not in the way that, hey, also, hi, Approver, hope you're doing well. They're also not similar in the way that, like, I would say commanding presence. Thorm does have a presence, but not that kind of presence. And additionally, you can ask them, like, you can engage with the Aeroshock in a much more better way. Thorm is just, I want my daughter back from the dead, because I was super jealous that she had, like, a fucking hot-ass girlfriend, I was so mad about that. And so, obviously, he wants to revive her, Where am I going? Anyways, where I'm going with this is basically saying that, like, they're not similar in that way because their goals aren't really aligned. They only have, like, share a couple of similar scenes. It must be selective because he says he wouldn't give it to Minsk for no reason. Yeah, Jonah, but that's the weird thing, right? Like, it's so not thought out well, the Astral Prism, because if you have that Dream Visitor sequence, right, that event, and it's like, okay, so I'm protecting you. The obvious logical question for any player, if it was a D&D campaign, would be like, oh, so like if I encounter any true souls, could I just protect them? That's an obvious question to ask. Like, oh, so then like when we encounter them, and like that's a simple thing to ask for anyone, right? Because if you're being mind controlled, and you're being led to the conclusions that you want to lead yourself to, otherwise, then like you would just have an army of true souls, of very powerful people, just at your beck and call. They would be fucking hating the absolute. You know, they would absolutely hate them. Minthora's backstory is about hating being controlled by like outer forces. You know, and I can imagine that Priestess Gut would be the same. That Drow in the Underdog, every single fucking true soul that's in the tower of then Moonrise, like, like, but you can't do that. You can't even have the Dream Visitor saying like, no, I can't do it because, um, make up excuse or something like that. It's just not explained, you know. And that's one of the things I do think that Baldur's Gate 3 really suffers compared to every Bioware game. Its plot is so poorly thought out. Like Bioware plots are like simple, you know, they're not that complicated, but man, they're much better thought out than this, you know. The most you can say is like, why is in Mass Effect 1, why can't you just have an Asari meld with Shepard quickly, and like obviously privately, you know, and then say like, yeah, Shepard's visions are real and true. They're actually from the Prothean beacon. So yeah, it's okay. People have always judged characters by what they can do, but not why they can't do that in the moment. Yeah, right. That's also a weird thing that I don't really get. You know, like you do have to. I think there's some argument you have to give to people saying like, hey, um, characters can do these things, but you have to ask like, why can't they do them? Like, not doing something is just as important as being able as doing something. You know, inaction is just as important as the action you can take. You know. Nice of you to talk about it. Interesting surprise here. Anyhow, enjoy my Republic Day here. Hey, approver. I hope your country is doing better than the United States, you know. I mean, I think your country is going to do better, right? Like, Modi is like a bit of a dumbass in many respects, you know, but like, I think you guys are going to do fine. You guys are definitely going to be a bit of a superpower soon enough. The Astral Prism has a device, limits you need to upgrade the subscription. The Emperor's like phoning you, saying like, no sir, we cannot give you this unless you upgrade to the subscription service. Okay, how do you do this? Fuck as I know, you know. Yeah, like Spider-Man has super strength, but he doesn't utilize it too much as he doesn't want to kill his villains. Yeah, Ryan. Like that's like so many people would be fine with that, you know. Like, oh, Spider-Man doesn't want to like kill the people because he's not that kind of character. Sure, that's fine, you know. Again, I think the criticism of Veilguard you could give is that, hey, why don't hello Alicia, I hope you're doing well. Is like why don't why don't like Elganon and Gillinan kill you? There's an explanation for it. I just gave one, right? I just would have liked it if it came from the characters themselves, you know? Because like it's an obvious question for like a character in a situation to say like, why didn't they literally kill us? Like they're gods, right? We're nothing compared to them. Nah, and Alicia, it's cool. You're not that late. We're just 18 minutes in. It's not that, you know. I'm a gem. Lol, he's pretty good and quite popular. Don't listen to the leftist media. They hate him because he's nationalistic. He actually cares the country. I get you, Bruva, but like I don't get it too much into it. But I know his statements on Muslims in the country. You know, it's a bit weird. Yeah, I agree. It's the trouble with making the villains actual gods. Yeah, Ryan. Which I think is fine. You can have villains that are gods. You know, you just have to explain like why they can't instantly annihilate a player. You know, or at least position the player into the position as a god, right? That'd be a cool game concept where in an RPG you're playing as a god and you're versing other gods, you know, and like I think that'd be a really cool idea. You know, it could be actually like what are those games again? Gosh, what are those games? Dynasty Warriors. I don't know what the term is for Dynasty Warrior, like the genre of it. But that kind of game where you're playing as a godlike figure and you're just like sloshing through mortals. I think Solidus' dagger is the biggest reason. Yeah. I agree with you, Close and Channel. I just wish that the characters that like the caretaker has a dialogue line that sounds like, oh yeah, that's because they're absolutely terrified of Solidus doing some trickery bullshit, you know? Like they were trapped for 1,000 years because of Solidus' trickery. Who says that Solidus isn't tricking them again by like pretending to be dead? Like, of course Solidus is pretending to be locked away or dead. Like, of course he's doing that, you know. But yeah. Hmm. I mean, yeah, they did do that somewhat, right? And I do think that the game did like a phenomenal job, right? I think they got as many scenes as Logain did, um, which is pretty good. Not as much as Meredith does, or Cena, or the Aeroshock. The Aeroshock is like, I think one of the best villains in Dragon Age. You know, it's so cool. But they did do a good job, especially that final scene where Gillenane dies, and it is just like, we could have had something great. No, like we had such plans. Elganon. It's like the sadness of it, and the appearance that Elganon and the look that Elganon has. It's just so good. Okay, approve. I'm not gonna get too much into it because I don't think that's. I mean, if we're gonna have a politics stream, it might as well be another channel, you know. Okay. Like how Saints Row does it. Does it? That's interesting. Which are Elganon and Gillenane could have had more. Gillenane scream and Lucana strikes. It's the funniest scene. There's also like so fitting, you know, as like a villain death, you know. Oh, it's so good. That's another thing I also wished was explained a bit, which was like how could we, you know, fight against the gods, right? Again, it's obviously because of Solus's dagger, right? But I do wish that like there was an explanation, you know, where the caretaker like pops in and says like, "Don't worry, fam, you're gonna be fine because you have Solus's dagger," you know. And you could say like, "What's the deal with Solus's dagger?" And it's like, I can't tell you, you know. You'll find out soon enough, I guess, you know. Which then we find out that it's the heart of the heart of a titan, if I remember correctly, and that's why. So like, I also would have loved if maybe we could have seen like a bit of a personality with the dagger, and it was just like the fucking pissiest like titan ever. Okay, he was so fucking mad that his spite was able to shield us from the gods, you know. And he's like, "You want to kill them? Fuck yeah, man." You know, just correction you, man. I had to fix some videos. No, it's cool. It's cool, bro. I wish the caretaker explained it, but in the vague way. So, I mean, yeah, right. I think that would have been fine as well. I do wish though we could have talked to caretaker more. You know, obviously I get why we didn't because like I think Bioware at the time when they made the caretaker just like okay this game is not going to be like a Dragon Age game, you know, because of the whole live service stuff. So yeah. Though I do wish they could have had them because like the caretaker is definitely a new character we haven't met. You know, like who's the caretaker? Why are they there? What do they have relations with Solus and the Crossroads? You know, very good. Honestly, like Rook character being nice and supportive. I don't mind it either. I do like it as well. You know, though I do think there are. I I think it is good when RPGs like branch out to different kind of protagonists. You know, but obviously, like I don't think this is should be the protagonist type for all time. You know. Yeah, close down channel. Um, I think it was appropriate for Rook being a bit of a nicer protagonist because of the whole context that they were in. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you're telling me a character who is literally about like being a hero and like you need a hero in the situation because like otherwise, you know, we all die. You know, I think that was fair and appropriate. You know, though I do think there was like a lot of. But anyways, what was I gonna say? I do think one of the things that I do think that is gonna be really good for the next game, in comments from the developers, is Cornbush. Obviously, Cornbush is no longer on Bioware, but them saying like, "Hey, I would like to explore Blood Mages again in a better, like, suited way." I'm like, yeah, man, that's actually pretty good, you know. Like, that indicates a lot. Like, bon appetit, Mr. Night Guy. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, is my power literally off? Oop. Yeah, sorry, I'm just eating quickly. I wasn't able to eat, so I'm just eating on stream. So I don't know what you mean, approve. No. I do hope that we get a protagonist, more balanced protagonist, because it would be cool, you know, to see it again. Although Magic Companion, I mean, that would be cool, you know. Because like obviously to have like an evil character, you'd have a story that supports it, you know. And saving the world, you can have it, right? But there is a give and take, right? You can't just have save the world and without having a bit of give, you know. You can't really develop the villain side story as much as the hero side story, you know, within a given time frame. You can definitely do it. It just takes a lot more effort, which I don't think Bioware can really do. I mean, yeah, right. I wouldn't be surprised if the next Dragon Age game is the last one, you know, because they're all set up with the what was it? Those from across the sea, you know, the executors. But yeah. Hmm. Okay, I'm done eating. Bloody delicious. Anyways, me eating aside, you know, I'm gonna come back now. Oh boy. Oh, I'm back, and I bumped my head. Fantastic. Oh, but yeah. Anyways, oh, one thing, I made a bit of a mistake during my Veilguard playthrough. Not a big one. The mistake was simply I did Tosh's recruitment first, thinking like, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to change the pace, without remembering that, like, oh wait, actually that's a bad idea, because now I can't really do Lucanus's like crow quest that's with the Raveni Coast one. So I lose out on like bond and friendship stuff with that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I should now. And I debated like, man, should I just do this without it? But no, I then like did Emmerich's one, got Lucanus's back, and then I'm now doing all the side quests again. Oh boy, it's a weird thing indeed. But yeah, let me do a poll. Cover a video. Yes. Yes. No. Purple. It is in your court, guys. Also, hi. I already said hi, Zoltan. How are you doing, Zoltan? The yes has it so far. But yeah, but while we wait for that, I might as well do a video thing. Hold on. I got a DM. I wonder who this can. Okay, cool. What are the notifications? Cool. Anyways. Well, I just go with this. So, yeah. Let me just see here. Here. Okay, cool. Cool. That's fine. Live chat. Live chat. Because sometimes YouTube does this weird thing where it doesn't like show me the chats for some reason. Make sure it's not fine. Cool. We're gaming. Okay, cool. So, hi to those who are watching the VOD. So, this video is simply about villains in Dragon Age versus villains in Baldur's Gate 3. And obviously, in the description here, it says right here, this is a back-to-back comparison between villains in Dragon Age Veilguard versus villains in Baldur's Gate 3. A bit of unfair because Raphael might be one of the best written video games villains in game, played by a legendary actor, yet still, Dragon Age Veilguards are fairly standard bad guys, at times a bit cartoonish and boring. Solas could be interesting sometimes, but he is barely in the game and only a real threat by the end of it. So, cool. Issues with this video right up front. This is literally just a compilation video. It is just a video about talking about the not even talking, just like showing clips of the villains, you know. And here's one thing that's I think is very interesting, you know. Fairly standard bad guys. That's the criticism being levied against Veilguard. Cool. What is the issue? What is the issue? He doesn't really state what a good villain or what a bad villain is, because he doesn't really give us, so we don't really have anything to work off of, and instead he just like pointedly and vaguely says like bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. So he chose most likely clips that would support his arguments. What does this one say?
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and ride. I am Elganon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Gold, glory, it can be yours. All you...
Okay, so an amazing scene. Just amazing, like genuinely such a great introduction to seeing Elganon in a physical form. What does he do? He outright states that he is Elganon. He is the god that they once worshipped. And he is just like owning this scene, you know. He is an amazing voice actor. And the dragon appearing out of this water, you know, just coming out, just clawing his way up. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He really has a presence and a threat. So I don't see the issue here. What is the issue with Elganon here? Why is he like called a standard bad guy villain? No. Elganon, within lore, is a spirit of command. He was a spirit of command who became in a physical embodiment. Then his sort of form got corrupted, and now he's a spirit of tyranny. Now this isn't really directly stated, but it's kind of obvious, you know. It's not really needed to be stated. So, with this in mind, how is this bad? This is just like the character being a character. If you wanted complex villains, then like, okay, sure, that's fine, but just state that. Having bad guys that are just, I am an evil god, I am literally the embodiment of tyranny, is fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all, you know? And so then, what does he show as like the next clip for, you know, Baldur's Gate 3?
And kneel.
And not only that, during that cutscene, he mind controls your player. It's just like so threatening, you know?
You have it. We're too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
Couple of things. 1. The goblins are hot. Sorry, I have to say that. 2. He wakes up, picks the axe up. Now that is cool. I don't need to play the rest of it to just tell you this is cool. But, like, Elgernon's scene was also cool. They're both cool. The position, I think the normal position that you can take between Dragon Age Veilguard's villains and the Baldur's Gate villains, they're both good. They're both good. Obviously, I think Orin and Gortash are a bit on the off side because of the sort of like structure that Act 3 is and sort of the larger plot surrounding Baldur's Gate 3. But they're still both good. They have amazing voice actors. They have amazing presence. Their animations are on point. They're both good. Yet for some reason there's this weird framing that they're actually bad. And then the guy says, okay, Raphael is one of the best villains ever. You know, ever written. Now, I don't necessarily think that's true. I think there are like better written villains ever. He's a good one, right? He is good. But he says here, and I think this is very funny to me. Very standard bad guys. Motherfucker. Raphael's a Disney villain. He's the epithet of a Disney villain. He is a literal devil who's going against the protagonist trying to sell them a deal. And additionally, he sings his own fucking theme song. You can imagine a Disney villain who's just a devil and then sings his own theme song during the final fight. He has like a copy of him in the high tower, and he's just like playing the piano, going off, you know. And you could imagine the 15-year-old fucking lesbians just doing that song, writing drawing an animatiac that just has when Raphael says, "And the claws come down, down," just like absolutely like that. He is the epithet of that. If Elgernon and Gillenane are fairly standard bad guys, okay, then Raphael is the pinnacle of that. This video is just bad. Categorically, it's bad. But yeah. And that's all I have to really say about it. There's not really much else to cover about it. Yeah. Anyways. And I want to go back to chat. Chat. So I had to do that because I just wanted to make sure my thoughts were going through. So, but I also want to chat now. Cover, are you going to start testing the very model of a scientist line? Yeah, sure, why not? Right after this, then. Your recommendations are infuriating to me. I have no idea what you mean by that. It's closed internal. Wow, it is that. Lemau, no, this guy's cheap as refrigerator and just a fry take nutrition. Okay. Oh, is that what you mean? Okay, I approve it. Yeah. This guy didn't play. Yeah, I agree with you. Like I can't understand how some people can like look at Veilguard's villains and Baldur's Gate villains and think like one's better than the other. Like they're both good, you know. It's like again, like it's like you have these two bitches, right? No. Shadow Heart. Like you have these two bitches, right? Like a person comes up to you and says like, who do you want to fuck more? Nev or Shadowheart? The answer is both, man. It's clearly fucking both, man. Like you would say both. No one would say otherwise, you know? You would say both. Because both are good. Both are indeed good, you know? But yeah. I love playing Veilguard's cutscenes, but why is this YouTuber playing it? Yeah. We don't have a content to understand what they want to communicate. Yeah, we don't have the context, John, because they literally say nothing. They're just saying like, so one's good and one's bad. Okay, what is a good villain, and how is, you know, Veilguard failing to do that? I think eventually I gave up and admitted it rubbed him in the wrong way that the Venatori just accepted the god to be an elf. Oh, I mean, I get you, Zoltan. I also think that is a bit odd that there is no like Venatori who like, wait a minute, our gods are actually elves? Awkward, you know, especially on how like prominent like Elgernon's elven features are. You know, it's like it's not hidden. You know, My man is like loud and proud about his ears. You know, it's being accentuated. You know, and so I can agree with that. It does suck that they didn't like address that. You know, goblins are not. They're all hot. Like I don't know, man. Like maybe this is just a preference thing, okay? But when I see these goblins, okay, I'm like, wow, pretty hot. I'm not a fan of the haircut because I know for a fact that's like, that's I don't think goblins can have that haircut. You know, not that because they can't do that, but because I don't think there's a barber in the goblin camp. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Oh hey, Cave Johnson, yeah. Cave Johnson. I just put him in green. Scroll down and look to the right. I have no idea what you mean. Scroll down and look to the. I have no idea what you mean. On YouTube, I want to fuck Bioware. Edmont. What are you on about, Zoltan? I swear, if you've seen Red Dead Redemption 2 by cutscenes and playing it's day and night different without context, then it will look like I'm mad. I mean, yeah, Ryan. Like, context is very important when discussing any like character in media, especially video games, because video games have this thing called like dialogue with during gameplay. You know, keyboard, damn it. I still have no idea what you mean. That's how everything Ron and before you buy channel failed and outright ignored it. Yeah, Ryan. Because channel these Andrews are taking more like You mean Edmino? More like Endmino? Got him. That's pretty good. Tosh getting their character written compared to NPC animals. Oh, yeah. I remember this one as well. Like, I don't get this because Tosh is an actual character. Oh my gosh, dude.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this?
Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, ambient dialogue is happening? People are being characters and talking like how they would in real life? Damn, man, I didn't know you were literally not a fucking human being. You know? Like, I'm sorry. People do this. People are like, yeah, like, haha, this is pretty good. I know you don't like it, Harding. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I know you like this and stuff, and it's like, nah, that's cool, man. It's like, whatever, you know? It's like, oh, okay, that's cool then. And then you have, like, a fucking animal. A gag animal. Like, I'm sorry, man. I guarantee fucking to you. If Sergeant Pigeon over here even dared come into Dragon Age, people will be saying like how this is silly, ridiculous, absolutely moronic, all that kind of stuff. Because they don't actually like this, you know, in a Dragon Age game. Because in a Dragon Age context, it just doesn't make sense, you know? And like, for Dragon Age, the context makes a lot more sense. It's literally like two characters, like, just chatting away. Just ambiently talking, you know? There's no difference between this and like Zevron talking about tattoos, you know? Yeah. The Dragon Age Bioware studio, I forgot the city name. Oh, Edmonton. Yeah. Sorry, it's a hard thing to spell. I get you, you know. I admit this now. When I write my scripts, right, I misspell often, and I'm a bit lazy to like spell check it, you know. And I'm like, gosh darn it. I swear, seeing this hate on makes me feel like they literally have no friends. Yeah, Ryan. No NPC is better written than a companion, in my view. Yeah, because they're literally a companion. They have like the development more than any NPC, you know? Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you can say Wiz is a cool character and all that, but he does not have more development than any of the other companions. Not at all. Not at all. You know? And again, this to me is just like so dumb, you know? Oh man, dude. And he does this scene with Tosh like being a bit emotional, and it's just like, here's a cat that's like a couple of seconds and that's somehow better. It's like, again, man, you're just saying like I hate you. I hate. It's like, my man. But anyways, Zilton, when you said you want to fuck Edmonton, I mean, like, okay, based, I guess. But anyways, the poll has it. We're covering a video. What video are we covering now? Because I want to cover an actual video instead of just like basically looking at this and saying and like presuming what he's thinking, you know. Because at this point, I'm just shadowboxing someone. I'm shadowboxing someone. I can't really do that without like having anything substantive to say. There are biased videos. The only way to see they seem to work is if you already agree. Yeah, that's the same. That's the thing, right? These videos can only work if you already have the position that they're actually banned. If you have someone who is neutral or hasn't heard a thing about Bioware, would watch this and go like, and think, okay, I'm looking for bad things in this interaction. I don't really see it. Maybe it's a bit awkward, but I don't really see how it's bad. And then you would see the dialogue of these ones and like, that's funny, okay? That's funny, okay? And be like, okay, that's it though. Any normal person with a brain cell would be understanding like, wait, this is just like animals talking and that's it, you know? Like, is there anything associated with this? I guess there's a quest here, but like, I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. It's so dumb. So dumb. Which is crazy when you think about Tosh was... Yo, man, that's the weirdest thing to me, you know? I was so surprised by this. Dragon Age... Veilguard demo graphics. I think that's the one. And there you go. Which is so weird to me. Like, Nev being the first one is obvious, right? Like, the basic bitches are the ones in Bioware games that are always, like, in most video games. Like, Shadowheart is the most popular character romance, you know? Which anyways. Like, so you have Nev, and then you have, in second place, Lucanus, okay. Third, Tosh. Tosh is the third most companion romanced. Like, I'm sorry, what? And then you have Harding, and then Balara, Davrin. Like, I just thought Davrin was gonna be like in the top 3. You know, not like Lucanus or Tosh, but no. It's so weird to me. You know, like, okay, sure then. Hey. It's so weird to me. Hello, Homer. Hope you're doing well. I can make fun of them too because mixed them like yeah. Which it's so weird to me. Unfortunately, Davin opens up later. I'm shocked Emery is last. I'm not too surprised. The reality is a lot of people just do not care for like older romances. You know, that's just the reality of it. Like older character romances, they just don't do that. You know. Unfortunately, he is like Garrus. Oh, Davin is so good, dude. I remember when I was like just playing some of Davrin's Questioner, and I got to the scenes where he's talking about like Asan and their nature, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Davrin, you're just the coolest thing ever, okay? Why'd they make the coolest guy this guy, you know? Oh gosh, you know. To be frank, I feel like Veilguard did well when. Oh no, I agree with you, Hummer. Like that is still a good price, you know. In the video I made, like that's still a good amount of money, you know. There's no way in any universe that's not a good amount of money. America is pretty old, which makes the romance feel strange. Yeah, it does make it a bit strange. Now, obviously, that's more of a cultural thing rather than like Emmerich being a bad romance. You know, Emmerich, from what I know, is actually a good romance. You know, so yeah, it's mostly just like a cultural thing that people can't really grasp dating someone that's significantly older than them. I remember people want like in romance. There was a mod for it too. Yeah, that's interesting. You know, crazy people, crazy. Ain't no way they want to romance a slaver. You'd be surprised, Close That Child. You'd be surprised. Like, there are people who, since like we were talking about Baldur's Gate 3, who wanted to romance Gortash, and Gortash is like evil McEvil Sin Supreme, you know. So it doesn't surprise me that some people want to romance a really bad guy, you know. We have solo villains, so of course there is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. Dorian is the was plus yeah. He justified it, you know, which is very funny. I do like it how you can see in a codex entry with Dorian, him basically saying like, yeah, so like slavery is bad, you know, and like, oh, Dorian, character development. I see you've done that. Good job. Anyways, guys, I have no idea what to watch. Suggest something. Apparently not everyone in Dragon Age team is going to move over to Mass Effect, so I'm moving to the Iron Man game while recording. I mean, yeah, right. Yeah, from Mark Dara said, like, that's fine, you know, because Mark Dara was basically just like, yeah, so this is fine because then it keeps them busy. It doesn't, like, cause the issues that happened with Pyro before, where we just have some people who are just, like, trying to get resources for a project that can never go through and stuff like that. So it is good. Though Mark Dara also said it could be an issue because the people who moved could actually like the positions a bit better, and also could cause some issues with those projects. So, as we discuss something about Angry Joe we take, I guess, because this internet feels like Clueless. Sure, guys, watch some. Fuck these guys. Watch some pre-release dab stuff. Sure, why not? Where? I'm gonna sit on that. I'm not sure if I want that. That's a huge commitment. Think about it. Honestly, how many of you use the Black Emporium for more than just the Mirror of Transformation? I mean, most people just use it for the Mirror of Transformation. Not great. No, I know. Why not? We'll take a little dip, I guess. Oh wow. Which though I do like Xenon the Antiquator coming back in Dragon Age Veilguard. I just love that so much, you know. I love him so much, you know. How much is this? 47 fucking minutes. I'm not doing 47 minutes, okay? I'm gonna randomly jump into points, okay, and just see where it goes, where it takes me, okay? Welp.
With ridiculously large shield bars. And when my ultimate ability looks this stupid...
Ultimate. Press
Build
both
your
sticks. Oh my god! Why are you punching the ground for no reason?
How the
My ultimate sucks. The coolest thing you could imagine.
Oh my god! Why
My
are you
ultimate
punching
sucks. The coolest thing you could imagine. I'm sorry, what? What is this non-issue, man? Fuck. No, I get you, Bruva. What?
Down for no reason.
how the fuck did
What the fuck?
Okay. We'll see how long we can do this. Okay. Okay, I changed the stream. I'm the title. Yeah, people hate realism in graphics until they don't. Yeah, it's always so bad for these people when they say like, I don't realism is ruining the industry, and then when like it's a game they don't like, they're like, this is bad and terrible. It should be realistic, you know. Maybe make a cover for the next time, like you do with Angry. He likes gay for Dorian, but hated Tash Romans. I mean, yeah, maybe.
Why don't you just punch him instead of the ground, you dummy?
Fight you!
I'm sorry, what? I'm quite sure Angry Joe is the kind of guy who likes his types of fucking moves in video games. What? And so what's the issue? Me when I ground pound the ground in a cool fashion. Damn, must be terrible. Must be the worst game ever. And this is the most replayed section. This is so funny to me.
Did I win?
What the fuck?
I mean, it's a funny bit, okay? Like if you're chilling with your friends, if you're jolling with your friends, you know, please do like Ackerman type. Okay, I'll try to see. Like if you're chilling with your friends, you know, and you're making some jokes like this is fine. But as an actual like, yeah, this is me being serious and it's actually bad looking. I'm like, okay, no man, come on, let's be fucking realistic, okay? Seriously, one of the things that annoys me so much is how everyone seems like to think they like Apollo's. No, it's not. It's not. Video games not getting DLC is not a sign of it's bad. It just means it's just like, you know, no DLCs. I mean, I would have liked a Veilguard DLC, you know. I think that would have been cool. Heads up, there's another grifter named Azur Remember who's making a round and is just attacking. Who is that? I want to look that up. No, Lilu said before, yeah, we've been brainwashed. Yeah, somehow. Cyberpunkification of games, or the bolder gatification of games. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, no, I don't know what you mean. Actually, explain. Dragon Age. Welcome to the video. Just trying to check something. Weird. I don't see the person you mentioned, Homer. Oh, I remember this review. I was trolling Harvest one. I can tell. Like, making a serious point of like my ultimate looks bad is just like, okay, weird.
Did it hurt you? Does it hurt me?
Like, again, as a joke, as you're playing with your friends, like, this is fine. You know, this is okay. This is cool, you know? But as a serious point, it's just weird.
Ultimate!
What just happened?
That was my ultimate.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. Oh, yeah, like, it is good that Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3 got the support that they did, you know? But Dragon Age Veilguard didn't need that. Dragon Age Veilguard was stable on launch. You know, something that you cannot give Cyberpunk nor Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I can guarantee you, if there was, like, a quarter of the bugs that Cyberpunk or Baldur's Gate 3 had, people would be descending upon Veilguard like a corpse, you know? They would be descending upon it to eat its flesh. But no, it didn't. Because it actually was pretty stable, you know?
The fuck was that?
How am I supposed to show my face in front of my friends or enemies with a stupid ass ultimate like that?
This isn't bad, my man. You could call it generic, but like, it's not bad.
In front of my friends or enemies with a stupid ass ultimate like.
Oh, I guarantee you, if this was in a different game other than Veilguard, they'd be like, wow, this is cool, actually.
Like that.
Oh, man. As I remember, it's pretty much a Grumps and a Vara dog supporter, meaning he's another grifter. Oh, okay. I can't look up his YouTube channel, though, for some reason, you know. You don't want to watch this video? Yeah. He literally, we'll see how long we can last. This and games like Last of Us Part 2 throw a wrench into just make good games defense. Yeah. it's so well, actually no, I don't know what you mean. Close down channel. He literally just trying to save his dying channel. I'm not sure about that. I don't assume that like they're doing this to save the giant channel. I always assume there is a bit of a wider game to it where it's like they're doing it to get like some clout or like some easy clicks or something like that. But I don't think his channel's not dying. I don't think so, from what I remember. He came into the VG with a bias. Oh no, most definitely closed down channel. Most definitely. Skits so funny. I find it so funny. So funny. Oh my gosh, I do not remember him doing this many skits.
But they like it. Joke. The boss fights are so frustrating. The attack patterns of them are pathetic.
Wow. Wow. Amazing fight.
Okay. Sure. That's one boss out of all of them. Like, okay. Something. Okay, well, let's see if he actually says anything. Because this is an actual substantial point again.
Indeed.
Okay, sure. Can you talk about another boss? Also, for some reason, I don't remember my Razikal fight going like this. Maybe it's a bit of a difference in, like, AI and stuff, but I remember my one is a bit more intense, I guess. Maybe that's because mine went down a lot faster, so I got more intense as it got on. Which is also another thing. Wait, let's see if he actually notices that fine.
What the fuck is that? Bro!
I love screaming. Screaming is my favorite thing.
Bro!
Fucking word, dude. Shut up. Okay, sure. Okay, what's wrong with... Okay. I don't get anything from this other than, like, me inconvenienced minorly by this boss fight. Me hate this. And now I will make the claim that every boss fight is actually bad, even though that's not true. Like, I don't know. Screaming equals proving my point. So true, Opal. So true. So true. Yeah, I can make a boss fight look boring on the easiest difficulty too. Yeah. It's not that, for 30 minutes. Trying higher difficulties momentum. Tap, yeah. Yeah, this is supposed to be way more insane. Yeah, I wonder, because I don't remember my Razikal fight going like this, you know? I don't know. He's crashing out because Razikal keeps respawning. Yeah, man, like, that's the coolest fucking thing ever, okay? If I was a Dragon Age... Well, I am... I am a Dragon Age fan. I'm like screaming my head off like, oh my gosh, this is Gillenay, like reviving her dragon and constantly shaping and molding it ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh my gosh, this is literally so cool. And he's just like, oh, like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm too much of a Dragon Age fan. Maybe that's the issue. Please, I don't know. Wow, yeah, he's so cringy. Well, we'll see. What difficulty did he play on? I imagine normal. From his attack damage, I think it's normal. It was much more aggressive. Why did he skip? He was Spoon Blight. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's do one more section and then stop. Okay. 3 out of 10. Okay, one more bit, then we can.
Death of the universe. Like. I mean, I guess all they like to do is show shoulder. Oh my God, how scandalous. Ooh, a little shoulder there.
Okay, that's another point I can at least maybe get. Like, yeah, sure, tits not being shown, I guess. What's this part?
Isn't Dragon Age. Doesn't sound like Dragon Age, doesn't feel like Dragon Age, doesn't look like Dragon Age. I mean, the game...
Dragon Age doesn't really have a consistent art style. And I guess if you're an Origin purist, generic is the art style, then I guess it looks like Dragon Age.
Eye infection this week. Just being forced to look at this shit.
You buy him.
Me when I say the game looks bad. Okay, sure. Man, please play Gosh darn it. Yeah. 3 out of 10 is better than Metacritic users, yeah. Not normal. Approver. How are you supposed to push the boss 27? Yeah. Man, this has been funny, you know. Maybe I will make a video on this, okay? This is too funny. I'm not gonna watch it all because this is gonna take literally forever, and I'm not gonna spend that much time on this thing, okay? My man. Oh gosh darn it, dude. That's so funny, you know. There's no Dragon Age look, yeah. And if you're Origins purist, okay, you're gonna have to accept the fact that you like generic shit. Sorry, buddy. Lol, I need my game to show nudity be good, yeah. The grifters probably remember Origins graphics. Yeah, man, I remember, me and my brother normally talk about this, and we say that if we've, like, here's the thing, right? No, come on. That if me and my brother, like, our first instance with Origins was we just got the game and played it, you know? We had literally no idea what it was. We just played it. My brother got, like, recommended to it by a friend. But if we got this game, right, and we saw this trailer, it's like, okay.
And says the tomb sits
Wow.
atop this peak.
This looks cool. Wow, this looks neat. I'm interested, you know? Okay, cool. Whoa, attacking, fighting. Whoa, that's so awesome. Hey, Josh Starfaves. Can I just? Oh, fuck. I hate these people. I hate these people so much. True Dragon Age fans. We don't do this shit. No, I want just a trailer of gameplay. I hate this so much, man. I hate this so much. Okay, here you go. So if compare that one to that, and then like get into the actual game, and be like, this is the game.
Wolves normally go out, isn't it? Anything else I can get you?
Wow.
When Tian Logain marched by,
anything I can get you.
He left those fellas behind to look for
wow,
grey wolves.
This is the gameplay.
I suppose that's you.
Wow, this is the game. This is how it looks. Wow, this looks terrible. Wow, this looks awful. Wow, this is like garbage. You know? Like, I'm sorry, man. Origins doesn't look bad, you know, but like, the CGI trailer makes it look much better than it is. And even though it was a culture at the time to have like CGI trailers look better than the actual game, they're still bad. Still bad. Doesn't make it better. Thank you, please make a video. Sure. I'd love to listen to a video on it, not gonna lie. Yeah, the grifters probably remember. Yeah. Dragon Age Origins looks the least like Dragon Age. Like you could literally go to someone, like 5 guys, right, and say like, this is a different fantasy, and give them different names. Like, this is Blight Era, Fantasy Origins, Ferald, you know, the beginning of the end, or something like that, like generic fantasy names, and you'd be like, yeah, this makes sense, right? And they wouldn't recognize this as Origins, because Origins has a bit of a generic art style, you know, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Having generic art styles isn't a bad thing. It just means that it has a generic art style. It's just not as identifiable. That's fine. In my opinion, no, I agree with you, Cloud Channel. I love Dragon Age 2's aesthetic so much. Me and my friends were laughing at him raging about the combat indicators, even though, like, you could disable them, right? Like, I don't disable them because I'm a bitch. You know, I can't dodge shit. You know, I was playing Bloodborne, right? And the majority of my deaths were me just not dodging, right? You know, I'm like, gosh darn it, I'm so bad. It's so much better. Yeah, it is. To be honest, Origins had a great story and roleplay, but the gameplay, I mean, yeah. I like Origins gameplay and exploration stuff, because I'm just that kind of guy, you know? But, like, let's be honest, right? Origins was not, like, the pinnacle, even for its time, you know? Like, was Origins the best CRPG gameplay-wise? No. Fuck no. And it's definitely not the best one currently, you know? Baldur's Gate 3 has that spot, you know? The combat, as for, like, a real-time with pause game, maybe Pathfinder. Combat is in CGI, trailer is Veilguard combat. Yeah. It was so stupid as false. Yeah. I love how Origins fans and grifters use Origins. Yeah. Origins did many things well. Graphics is one of them, especially considering the other games in the same year. Yeah. And when they do talk about the game, it's modded. Yo, man, that's the thing that always fucking upsets me, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. You say you like Origins? Like, come on, man. I'm more of an Origins fan than any of you fuckers, okay? I've never installed the skip Fade, skip Deep Roads, or skip Brazilian Forest, or skip Mage Towers in my life, okay? I've never done that, okay? Why? Because I love Origins. I love Origins so much, dude. Like, like, for me, all the Dragon Age games are, like, my favorite games, right? Like, because I can't really choose. But, like, in my moment of feeling, I love Origins sometimes more, or sometimes less than Dragon Age 2, right? It sometimes flip-flops, you know? And I just, like, oh, man. I love Origins so much, you know? I'm more of an Origins fan than most of these guys, you know? Because I'm not a fucking bitch who just like, oh no, I don't have the great hair options. No, you will have the hair options, okay? You will have the shades of bald. You will have the weird hair that has no physics or whatever, okay? You will have that and like it, okay? You will have a weird character that looks bad. Shitcore for aesthetics. That's pretty good, Zelda. Yeah, but I took Dragon Age Origins with Flame and Blood cover, and from its boss battle, it's seen each other before and playing. It feels like, yeah, I can, you know. Yeah, but I love how it's fin mods. Yeah, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, no one says this with Skyrim. You know, Skyrim, people who say, like, mod Skyrim to be better, they call that out for days. But when it's Origins, it's just like, no. It's just making the game better. No, man. You're just making up for the issues that the developers didn't do. You know? Just admit it. Ackman's videos on Veilguard is pretty terrible, and it's pretty clear that he admitted. Yeah. Like, we went over that on a Homer. I went over that, and I find it so hilarious that he said within the video he could have just like not he could have admitted this part and said like he only played like 2 hours of the game, and I'm like, my man, you're garbage. Like, if you play 2 hours of a game and don't like it and don't play it, like, that's fine, whatever. But if you're making a review on it, Actman, Mister, I'm not a baby. Don't explain things like I'm a baby. Wait, someone disappeared. How'd they disappear? What happened to them? I have no object permanence. Yeah. FYI, I completed Dragon Age Origins. Yeah, 14th time. Wow, rookie numbers. I've finished like 15 times. I know exactly what I go and modded to fix games and bugs, not remove missions or shit. Yeah. But Actman said it's okay to like the game, so we definitely can't treat him like any other. Yeah, man. Like, and especially the way they always say that, it's like, you can like the game, I guess. It's so clearly an omission of, it's such a, what's the word? Incompetent, no. Condescending tone. It's like, they're only saying that because that's the faux pas, but they don't actually mean it, you know? If they could, they would say, yeah, it's actually objectively wrong for you to like the game. You know, it's basically saying like, yeah, you can like garbage, you know? Much of the critics are coming at it from a social conservative bias. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that and Mortisanal. Mortisanal's pretty good in his review. He played 2 hours, but he had to make a video for the views, baby. Yeah, but condescending. I prefer Inquisitions over Veilguard slightly, mostly because of how the game handles choices from Origins 2. Yeah, no, I get you, Homer. I feel the same way as well, you know? Like, Inquisition was such a great... Like, I remember, because I did this, I went to Dragon Age Keep, I kept Logan alive, you know, and then I saw him in the game, and like, oh, this is so cool. Logan's, like, here. I actually see him. It's pretty nice, you know? And then, when I took Logan out, you know, and I killed him, right? And I saw Stroud, I'm like, Stroud's here? That's actually pretty cool, you know? Like, things change based on the choices you made previously. That's cool, you know? Same with Kieran and stuff. It's like, it's amazing, you know? I just think Inquisition did less, I guess, but it's right. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Approver. Yep, and literally making fun of Tosh and using one of the John, you're fucking gay. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure, because I haven't watched him recently, so I'm not sure if his opinion changed on this. But I remember when I watched his Dragon Age 2 one, I remember being very weirded out by, like, him saying, why is Anders hitting on me? This is weird, it makes me uncomfortable. I feel weird, you know? It's like, okay, sure. Like, was I a fan of Anders hitting on me? No, I wasn't a fan, you know? But, like, it made sense. Anders is that kind of guy, you know, and yeah, he'll be upset by it because he's that kind of guy, you know, like obviously, right? And like I don't know, man, it does suck, man. And I guarantee you, if Anders was like a hot bitch, you know, like the hottest one, huge tits, absolutely massive knockers, he would have been like, oh yeah, my game, you know. It's only because Anders was a man that he had an issue with it. Literally wants the codification and debufffication of Dragon Age. Funny that. For every 10 negative reviews, 5 are because of wokeness, 2 are from bad art, and 2 are because of the disappointment. Yo, Haikyuu Warrior, it's so hard to discern the good reviews from the bad reviews, you know? Like, the 2 reviews that are because they're disappointed with the prior games, like, I can get you. Like, I'm also not particularly happy with how Veilguard turned out in contrast to the prior games. I'm not saying it's a bad game, you know, but it does suck that, like, some elements weren't returned and stuff like that, you know? From a gaming perspective, only 20 to 30% of the games relevant. Usually they are ones that focus on disappointment compared to what Bioware could have done. Yeah, Haikyuu Warrior, yeah. Pretty sure one on the Inquisition team said in response to Dragon Age 2 hate, wanted players to have a lot more content. I think I heard that from Salt Factory's video on Inquisition. Yeah. That is true that a lot of the like open world stuff and content wise was in response to the little content that Dragon Age 2 had, which I think is so dumb, you know. Game developers, like, it's fine, gamers have like sometimes good takes, you know, but you shouldn't take them on their word, okay? They're not game developers, they don't know the process and things, you know. When they say but I want more content, they're not saying I want all the content in the world, you know, because they're morons, they can't articulate their words properly. Which you should just take as like, okay, so like, how much content? No one complained about Origins content, right? So we should do that +1, you know, like at most, you know, repeating the same thing over and over again. I mean, it diverged too far from what dragons are very fair. Yeah, right. I've made this criticism before, and I think it's fair, you know. Exactly, Lejon. Yeah. Bioware did a conclusion to Celestial Romance, but a lot of us wants to see other romance conclusions from. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Homer. I would have loved to see that as well. You know, those romance conclusions would have been nice, just to have like a little neat bow on it. You know, oh, you know, Lydiana's been like, you know, absolutely is having a great time raising nugs with their love interest. You know. Oh, and Meryl. Oh gosh darn it! Please, Bioware. I would have loved if my Hawk was just with Meryl and they were like, and Hawk as the Viscount was just like running around trying to save Meryl because Meryl just kept like getting into trouble with going into other people's gardens and taking the things, okay? I would have loved that, man. I would have loved that so much. I honestly loved the Dragon Age Veilguard coming from original 2009. Yeah. They did the same for Inquisitor, yeah. No, I get you close down channel, but it would have been nice to have that sort of conclusion. Because Veilguard does feel like a finale. Obviously, it's not a finale, but it does feel like a finale, you know? It is the culmination of, like, 3 games, you know, from Dragon Age 2 to Inquisition to, you know, Veilguard. Right, Origins has that a bit, you know? But Origins, I think if you told an Origins player that, like, we would be fighting an elven god, they'd be like, okay, cool, you know, neat. But they wouldn't really... But they would expect a bit more setup, I guess. You know? And Origins doesn't really have that setup. I mean, it has like Flemeth doing cryptic, something bad's gonna happen. Ooh. But like that could mean anything. You know? The problem with listening to the fans is that they listened to the fans years ago and develop in a vacuum. People's tastes can change, especially when yeah. What's interesting from Dragon Age Origins to the Blight is there was a threat, but played it differently. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, close the journal. More choices do need to be imported from Dragon Age 2. Honestly, at first I wasn't a fan of moving away from the Mage Templar stuff to finding gods, but I slowly got more into it. I mean, yeah, right. I still feel like they could have like closed that chapter of the Mage Templar stuff if they just made the hinterlands the Mage Templar conflict, but in a isolated zone. We just like Mother Giselle says like, Inquisitor. I mean, Herald of Andraste. We cannot I cannot go in good conscience to it. But if someone were to resolve the conflict of the issues currently going with the mages and templars, maybe I could find the time to do it. Like, oh, okay, cool. So then you talk between the mages and templars within the region. You either get them to cooperate, or you kill one of them, kill both of them, or do whatever, you know. And that could change your, like, if you kill one of the side, then you just lock off the other option. But if you save both of them, you know, you could have both options available to, you know, recruit them. Like, okay, cool. Like, that's neat, you know. And that would have like resolved it in a neat bow. It would have felt like there was actually some time put onto the Mage Templar conflict instead of just like, oh yeah, they're there, but then they get ignored in the latter half, you know. Honestly, at first, no, it's possible to actually list fan base and yeah, the only way you could do that, Haiku Warrior, is do what Larian did and literally like put your game in early access, you know. But the problem therein becomes that the game becomes so much more the fans than the creators that it has such a divisive vision, you know. Like, I wouldn't say that the characters in Baldur's Gate 3 are completely different, but I will say that they're changed substantially. You know, they feel different in an actual way. Inquisitor telling Rook that originally the Chantry was finding Ferelden and Hawk to make the Inquisitor, but both of them. I'm not sure what you are trying to say with that, Homer. Darkspawn Red, Lyrium, it's not. They are being creative, not lazy. Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree with you, Haki Aurora. Yeah, if Bioware wasn't forced to make a live service game, like Veilguard could have been so much better of a game. You know, so much better. Yeah, closing channel, because they don't want to blame EA, because they just want to say, I hate Bioware, I hate Bioware, I hate Bioware, and saying like, wait, it's actually, Bioware's not entirely at fault here, it's actually EA at fault. Then they're like, oh, whatever, man, whatever, man, whatever, you know? I mean, they try to blame Bioware, yeah. Yeah, I do wish they had some elves. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Indiana Holmes, I would have liked that as well. Like, some elves would have been like going insane and like would have hampered you know, like there would have been a cool quest line in each area, in each faction, where you have like, let's say, an elven slave in the Shadow Dragons who's like, wait a minute, our gods are back, now it's our time, like a former slave, now it's our time. And then you have a quest line to resolve that, and then you have a quest line to resolve like a crow in the Antivan Crows, same with like Lords of Fortune. Mortalitasi would be different, but you could have that in one as well. Because like, from my feelings, I feel like the Mortalitasi are the most like, Navarre in general, the most like, not equal, but the ones with the least problematic issues with the elves, you know? At least that's my feel of it. But yeah. It's because EA is the underdog. Ubisoft is current. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, what? I mean, yeah, Ubisoft is definitely the dumpster fire, at least for now. Wait, I got it the first time. Screw that, can't I? Okay, I think I get what you mean, cousin channel. Nev. Would have been a great twist if the Venatori aligned with the Veilguard after losing a huge chunk of their forces to the Dragon Sacrifice. I think that would have been an interesting idea, you know? That like, the Venatori, like after realizing like, wait a minute, we're literally like sons of nobles and aristocrats, okay? And while we do the whole cult thing, we thought we were getting power, not death, you know? And then they would like break. I think that'd be cool. Even Assassin's Creed Shadows getting hate. So they stop using Japanese people and back against them, don't care. Yeah. Though if people want to see Hawk's story getting concluded properly, I mean, yeah. I get what you mean, Homer, yeah. It would have been nice to have that. The attention span is so bad they can only focus on one company at a time. Yeah, that is very funny to me. You know, that they can't like focus on like multiple companies, and they have to like, you know, oscillate between them. It's very funny. Anyways, what am I gonna do? I have no idea. But yeah, I think that's been a stream though. You know, that has definitely been a stream. I think I might make a video on the Angry Joe thing. You know, because why not? So I mean, yeah, like Japanese people, I don't really think care too much about the whole like, there's a black samurai? Oh my gosh. Because like, here's the thing, Japanese people, like, they don't fucking give a shit. You know, Japanese people are worked hard enough, okay? They just want like, unlike the average Western gamer, okay, who doesn't suffer the like back pains of being a Japanese citizen working like literally 80 hours a week, you know. They're like, man, I can play a samurai, and he's like, cool, damn, that's nice. You think BioWare is going to release another game? And I would want to say yes, because I feel like BioWare might learn the right lessons, so 2026 might be realistic, you know, but I'm not sure. Now they lost too much talent, so they're laser focused on Mass Effect. But that's the thing, Haki Warrior. If they're laser focused on Mass Effect and they're learning the right lessons from, you know, before, like yeah, Haki Warrior, the Mark Jar's videos on BioWare's organization is important to consider. But here's the thing: did they learn the lessons? And if they did learn the lessons, I think being a 2026 release date is realistic, because then they'll be focused on making tools for the game. Like, here's the thing: Inquisition. Let me quickly look this up. Dragon. Wait, no. Mass Effect 3 release date 2012, and then Inquisition released 2 years after that, and then Mass Effect released 3 years after Inquisition, and then obviously Veilguard released like 5 years after Anthem. You know, one of the reasons why I think that, you know, Dragon Age Inquisition released so soon, 2 years, just 2 years, is simply because Mark Darrow was like, okay, let's make tools and try to develop that, and which allowed them to do more, you know. And so I feel like if they take that lesson with Mass Effect, with Unreal Engine 5, with, you know, the development studio behind them, they'll be able to make the game a lot faster. So I don't think 2026 is an unrealistic date if they learn the lessons. If they didn't, then it's probably 2027 or 2028. Last Mass Effect update I heard said 2028. I mean, yeah. But that's if they don't learn the lessons, you know. If they don't learn the lessons, then yeah, it's 2028. But if they do learn the lessons, I think it could be 2026. The only issue I have is the inaccuracy with all that. Yeah. I mean, that's just the trade with Ubisoft games and Assassin's Creed games in general. If you're an Assassin's Creed fan, my man, you're gonna have to accept the fact that like every single plot point, every single bad guy is gonna be a Templar and an assassin. You know, like, yeah, that's the gist. You know, Mahatma Gandhi, known pacifist, was actually an assassin. You know, who knew? No one knew. Got it. So they're making it. Got it. So they might make it a game with the DLC in mind, lowering the scope of the. Maybe, but that's again depending on like what they learn, right? Like, and I hope they learn the right lessons. You know, I hope they learn the right lessons. Yeah, John, I did see that as well. Mostly because my character will be around 10. Due to some news, I could see another Dragon Age game. Yeah, but like, yeah, like dark skin mix. Lamau, exactly. Yeah, Riva. Being an Assassin's Creed fan is a hard one indeed, you know. Yeah. Oh. Hey Zerlton, if you're still here, right? I think to end off the stream to get some like real nice cleansing, a palate cleanser. I might as well seen it. I'm the very model of a scientist, Solarian. People take an Assassin's Creed story as a historical fact. I do think that is weird though, because like I always saw the Assassin's Creed stories as just like alternate history stuff, you know. So yeah. Okay, Lance, let's have a palate cleanser, okay? No, not his death, his sinning. I don't want to be reminded of that. That's supposed to be a happy time. Hello Adobe. I do have ads enabled, YouTube. I just saw one. Okay, now I just need to remember the lyrics, okay? I don't blame it because it goes to Tsushima based on that one idle island, so the fact, well, since Creed is huge, importance, hard to cover. I mean, yeah, right. But like, I don't give Assassin's Creed that much credit because, like, again, like, what is it? The Pope is a Templar, okay? Like, I'm sorry, man. The Pope is a Templar? I'm sorry, what? Part of this, like, religious organization? What do you mean humanity has been alive longer than they have? John. Any hoozle.
You said the collectors had no art.
Okay.
No idea.
I'm gonna try to lip sync this, okay?
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. By species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always let me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for reapers.
Wait, I know that's important, but like, you saying Gilbert and Sullivan? I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Baturian, Tari, and Solarian. What? I am a... Fuck. I'm so terrible. Let's start again. Okay. I am a model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied the species Turian, and Baturian. Fuck. I'm so terrible, man. There must be some lyrics to this. Modern scientist Solarian. Oh gosh darn, what is it? No, I need lyrics. There we go. What? No, be gone. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology, but I am an expert at which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I absolutely love it so much. Morden obviously thinks it's better than me, but like, man, it's so good, dude. It's so good. He's literally the best ever, you know? You'll make it, man. Oh, thank you. Hard album cover. Yeah. Saying how a scientist can be unserious and sinning, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. It's my pleasure, you know? Let's actually hear the man himself singing. Also, I do like it how, like, the option is just like, wait, I'm sorry, what? You saying Gilbert and Sullivan? I know that whole, like, cultural stuff, being dead and stuff was important.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
And I absolutely love how you can just like make him repeat that over and over. It's brilliant, man. It's brilliant. Oh, man. Oh, that was pretty good. But yeah. And I think that's it for it now. It's been a fun stream, as always. You know, I've always enjoyed this. Isn't it the... Oh, yeah, it is. So it's actually, you know, on brand, you know. Wait a minute. BioWare. Show me some teasers to Mass Effect. Please, I beg you. Please. I ask for so little, BioWare. I ask for so little. I ask for so little, BioWare. Can you fucking rubber duckies? What? Huh? What? BioWare. I asked for like a Mass Effect teaser. Hello, Lucanus. I asked for so little, BioWare. I asked for like some minor teasers. But all I get is not that. No, BioWare Gear Store, no. This is pretty good though. Destiny Ascension, Heretic Station, Grissom Academy, Oculus, Lazarus. Oh my gosh, this is the official size chart, isn't it? Oh my gosh. What do you mean the Destiny Ascension's not... And this is bigger than Reaper. What do you mean the Normandy SR2 is nearly as big as a... Oh my gosh darn it. What do you mean? Sad. That's a cool image though. It is a cool image though. It is a cool image. Watch out. Anyways. Happy anniversary to Mass Effect 2 then. You know? Cute Griffin. Cute. Cool. Well, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite like fan art of Veilguard in general. Like, look at this, man. This is like, I am so happy that people have decided that like Bellara just like has a full like absolute luscious locks, just goes all the way down. You know, I absolutely love that. You know, and she just keeps in a bun because it's so hard to maintain it. You know, I think it's Ron. A Garrus duck is Guggy. It's very funny to me. Sisters, yo, literally sisters. I remember I misheard someone and I thought they said Bellara and Nevga together, but I was wrong, because Bellara and Lucanus get together if you don't romance them. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Absolutely love them. What was that? Oh, Boogie Bellara. Let's see if we can find that. Now that's a good balance. Laura. No. I've lost its time. No. No. I've lost its time. Wait a minute. Nora, save me. Do you have it? No. No Boogie Bellara. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back to my tweets right now, don't I? Bellara and Lucanus when? Seeing this remind me like remember when people used to hate Meryl. Yeah, crazy times, eh? Let me guess, the butthole Joe gave everyone. Hello, Yorp Sutus. Kind of past that, though I will make a video dedicated to that. Because it is like 40 minutes, and I'm not gonna spend like a million years just going over that. Okay, I'll spend a million years on another time. But you are basically right, you know. Where is it? Where is it? Boogie Bellara. Boogie Bellara, save me. By the ancestors. By the ancestors. By the ancestors. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh.
Test my patience, rabbit! Call me rabbit again and I'll rend your throat, Shemlin dog. Test my...
Yeah, Shemlin dog. Eat it. Oh my gosh, where is it? Where is it? I'm a pre-established character. Oh, you're sweet. I'm a pre-established character. Hello, human resources. Very funny. Also Detroit becoming human. Yeah. Bellara, my girl. Bellara, my girl. Yes, Shemlin dog. Eat it. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Where's Boogie Blar? Why does it take so much time to get to you? Oh my gosh. Where is it?
Tell me something, Solus.
Oh, I love him so much. Oh my gosh, I'm quite sure I retweeted it. Am I this bad? Am I this terrible? No way, dude. No way. No way I can be this bad, man. Sexist. You have sexist. Oh gosh darn it, dude. Detroit Become Human is goated, the best of its genre choices. I mean, no, yeah, right. You can have a game that's about choices, but you would literally have to have a game that's literally just about choices. You know, like Detroit Become Human. It's cool. Usually, it's probably just for some stupid reason because Tosh said, yeah, Ryan, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to go into my likes, and I'm not gonna show you guys my likes. I ain't doing that. Wait, no. Hold on. Laura. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. Frog, maybe? Man, I'm such a failure of a YouTuber. I can't find it. Where is it? Oh my gosh darn it, dude. Wow, I can't find it at all. Huh. Wow, I really just can't find it. Okay, sure. Huh. Well then. My fault then, I guess. Never mind. Never mind. You're just playing Engagement Farm. Probably the anti-woke sentiments was there for the last two, as well as most YouTubers. We're making a sequel to Majority. Yeah, I mean, yeah, close that channel. I can't imagine anyone making a sequel to carry over choices from Detroit Become Human, because that'd literally be nightmarish, okay? You could do it. You could definitely do it. But it'd be like the smallest game in existence, you know? My interactive movie is Walking Dead all 4 seasons now. It got hate for 2. I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? David Cage is a weird guy. Like, come on, David Cage. We get you wanted to do a story about racism and, like, sexism and stuff, but, like, come on, man. Like, it feels weird to do that in the way that he did it, you know? It's still a good game, you know? Just has some weird bits. I like a Walking Dead, though. The Walking Dead, like, parts were really good. You have sexist songs. So since I can't find it, because I'm a bad YouTuber, I guess. Yeah. Where is it? Hey. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Gosh darn it, man. Real people wouldn't remember this, okay? I love it when games that used to have unique launches, okay? I love this so much, man. So good. Oh my gosh. Did the guy who make it, like, not wanted to continue? What the? Huh? Okay. Whatever, man. Man lost it? Yeah, I lost it. Boogie Ballora is in our hearts. They are in our hearts, yeah. Oh, gosh darn it. No! What the fuck? Who's this? What's this bullshit? Hello, Ballora. What are you? Who? Huh? Why am I getting My Hero Academia? Hello, Blara. Hello, Blara. Hi, Blara. Oh my god. Who? Huh? I just... No. Hello, Blara. Oh my gosh darn it, dude. I have no idea what I'm... I did. Oh my gosh, man. I don't want to like trove through it. I guess I'm committed to this position now. Yeah, I guess I'm committed to this position now. I must go back to my live stream stuff. Back in time. I think I did this one with the Boogie Blogger one, right? Did I? No. Was it? This one. Which one was it? I can't remember. At least as funny, you know. Hello, me. No, not that one. Oh. Oh. Tank engine. Hey, Call Me Fighter, hope you're doing well. I'm frantically trying to find Boogie Balara, okay, but I just can't find him, okay. I'm resorting going back to my old live streams just to find it.
That should work.
Oh my gosh darn it, dude. Why am I the worst YouTuber ever, okay? My gosh darn it, dude. Where is Boogie Balara? Darkspawn area? No, that's Inquisitions. Where is it? I can't find it. Search Balara Dance.
Okay.
Fuck, man. If that's right, then Balara Dance. Hold on. I have to say like Dragon Age Balara Dance. Because now it's just giving me ballet. Close end channel. I don't want to say it, but like you are right. Wow. I'm like the... I'm like, no, it can't be that simple. It can't be that simple. It can't be that simple. Like, I'm sorry, why would it be that simple? Why would it be that simple? But no, apparently it is. Apparently it is. Oh. Oh. Balance is restored. Balance is restored. Balance is restored. Peace has been achieved. Wars will no longer happen. Pure joy. Pure joy. Balara is too precious for this world, okay? She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve all of that hate. Do it again? Do it again? Sure. I love her. She's amazing. Absolutely the best ever. Peace is achieved in Dark Souls 1 transition. Oh, that would be such a good like effect, you know? Whenever we play this, we have like peace achieved. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's actually pretty good, you know? Do it again? Do it? Okay, sure. Peace has been achieved again. Double peace. No one knew that double peace could be achieved, but it's achieved again. Boogie, Balara Boogie, yeah, that's true. Before you go, are you interested in Doom? I love Doom. I love Doom a lot. Also, I remember I said I would cover the what was it, the Xbox trailer thing, but like I couldn't because my laptop was destroyed. So hey, better though. Thank you, brother. Now posted, yeah. What was the verdict on Angry Joe review? Oh, it's bad, pretty bad combi fighter. It's like categorically bad. One of the things he made, and he made such a long skit about it, which was the ultimate for the warrior, which is literally just like a slam down. Like it's a typical like ultimate. You would see this in every other video game, and he's just like, oh, look, do. He made it such an issue, you know, like how people would make fun of him for doing that. I'm like, I don't know, man. No, that's like no. But John. But anyways, yeah, I do love Doom. I haven't played Doom Eternal because I just haven't had the time. But like Doom and the revival for it is just such a cool game, you know. And I am looking forward to like Doom the Dark Ages, because you know it's just more Doom, and it's just, look at this image, man. This is like pure fucking coolness, man. Oh. Like, look at that, man. And it's just so Doom in so many ways. You have a fucking skull muncher of a gun. Oh. You have a chainsaw shield. Like, what is this? Oh. Wow. Doom guy. You're pretty cool, man. Oh, a dragon. And what's that? Oh, you get to fly it. Oh. Oh. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. Yeah, suddenly people aren't crying Xbox has no games. I mean, yeah. It's a shame Gordon won't be back, yeah. Dragon... Is this a Dragon Age reference? Is Doom the Dark Ages a Dragon Age reference? I'll be yeah, man, same as well, you know. Don't blame him, there's a bad blood between Gordon and Id. Okay, I'm lost in the sauce, okay. What, Gordon? Huh? Gordon Doom. Oh, is like the composer. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like Doom music, so the game won't be bad, but it does suck that he won't be back then. Show Expedition and South of Midnight, sure. Since I lie a lot, you know, and I don't actually end when I say I end. Me when I say, yeah, I'm gonna end this now. 5 hours later. I thought you said you were gonna end it. Yeah.
Rated mature.
Yeah, same. Same. He's a musician. Yeah. I want to play those two the most. Well, I'll check it out then. So, rated M for mature? Yeah, Xbox? I mean, PlayStation? Fuck.
I've been having nightmares. Being out here isn't what I expected.
I like it so far.
Legacy can take many forms, right? Learn from the ones who came before.
And lay the trail for the ones who come after.
Wait, I hear something.
Get ready.
Oh man, dude. I gotta say, they make turn-based game look good.
The Kestrel.
I still can't believe they exist.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I just need one foot. Aha!
You can turn into a Levrod.
my gosh.
Bonjour, mes amis.
We need to cross.
Is this European Final Fantasy? I gotta say, I'm getting the right vibes for this. I love this so much, you know?
The sea? Veilguard said you could help?
All right. Ready to sail?
Oh my gosh, dude. This really is Final Fantasy, but European. I love this.
Like a snail.
This is a much better
I love him.
way to travel.
There we go.
We're gonna take down the painters, just the three of us?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward. Painters. Us.
As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
Oh my gosh. This is actually a pretty good game. Whoa. I actually like this. Man, I'm not normally a fan of turn-based games, but like this is actually pretty good, you know? And I'm getting all the right vibes. This is actually pretty good though. That's actually really cool, you know? Let me catch up on chat quickly. Explain to him what happened so people know. It's like a French I mean, yeah, it does feel like it's just French Final Fantasy. Which is good though, it's not an insult. TLDR, he didn't deliver soundtrack on time for Eternal, so he... So, really? Okay, that's interesting. I mean, like, I guess that's fair, right? Like, sure, Mike Gordon's a good musician, but, like, the game needs to be out, right? And, yeah. No, that's fair. Claire Obscure is so peak. I'm not sure about that. Who... Is this another composer? Oh! The developer. Yes. Right? No. What? Oh, you know, I'm learning things every day. Bear with me. The game looks really cool. There's also an issue of pay, whatever, and there's probably sources. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does suck, but though I don't think the drama is that much other than just like. So there was like a failure in contract, which you know, because it's not entirely turn-based, isn't it? There's a lot of reaction mechanics. Well, I mean, but that is like kind of turn-based though, right? Even it's like fundamentally still turn-based, but it's fine. It's not bad. It's French, yeah, yeah. It's literally French Final Fantasy. It's literally French Final Fantasy. Who knew, you know? Like the moment I saw, like this thing, I'm like, yeah, this is French Final Fantasy. Yeah, European Final Fantasy. And the French dubcast is insane. They got a lot of A tier lists. Oh, that's great. It's on Game Pass, by the way. Oh, yay! Now I don't have to pay for it. Hey, what happened on Jeremy case? Oh, Jeremy Soul. I can quickly like go through that, but so the basic gist that happened with Jeremy Soul isn't that like, yeah, there was a sexual allegation against him, right, and like some credible ones as well. But what really nailed the you know, what really was the nail in the coffin was the fact that he got a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter got like I think over 1 million backers. You know, not 1 million backers, like $1 million, right? So then obviously he went on to make his music and stuff like that because there's a music company. But there was an issue. There's a huge issue. He didn't deliver. It took months and months and months, no deliveries, and then up to a year, and then still no deliveries, and now it's just like, yeah, Jeremy Soule just didn't deliver on his music. And a lot of people are very disappointed about that. He kind of just like fell off the face of the earth, and like no one really knows what Jeremy Soule is doing now, right? That's what happened to Jeremy Soule. Like, sure, there was a sexual allegation, but that came like later, you know. The first thing was the failure to meet the Kickstarter goal, you know. Also, I will be back now. Ooh, I'm back. I'm alive. I live. Ain't that a cool thing? I thought to... Is revenge bad enough? Because Philanders. Sure. He pretty much faded into obscurity, and the scandal makes him bad for any company's image if he's hard. Yeah, it does suck, you know. Jeremy Soule, like, produced one of the most monumental game music soundtracks in existence, you know? And it does kind of suck that, like, he's no longer, you know, there. And it's failed because I showed his professional credibility. Yeah. It does suck, you know. Like, the guy, like, I think even with the sexual scandal, right? Jeremy Soule could have, like, gone on to have a storied career, you know? And, like, people would have, like, left that because he made really good music. But no, he just, like, faded out of obscurity, you know? Oblivion, Skyrim, and first a few Harry Potter games. Yeah, man, you know. I wonder what the Oblivion remake will be like. But anyways, last thing, I promise, this time. South at Midnight. What is this? I love it when the internet works perfectly fine.
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
flashlights and batteries.
Oh, should we got 5 minutes? Let's go.
I like the dialogue.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now?
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
No. Mama!
Oh my gosh. Compulsion games, I feel like I know them from somewhere.
The trailer got swept downstream with Mama in it, and it ain't just about Mama. I'm seeing these things.
Hey, Hazel.
Who's there?
First thing I gotta say, I love her voice. I love her voice a lot.
Up here. You find your mama yet?
A talking fish.
I love the, like, sort of accent from down from the bayou, you know, like, I've been seeking my mama for this past few days and I am up to hearing it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, they made We Happy Few. Oh, I can tell. That's pretty cool, you know? Compulsion's We Happy Few, that's good.
No way.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself.
What are you talking about?
You can't see strides, can't you? And a trained weaver ought to be able to rescue her mama easy. I can teach you the rest.
Oh my gosh.
This better work.
Lost in a crowd, you feel your thoughts out loud. Lost in.
Can I help you, son?
You know anything about that creepy old house up on the hill?
Yes, that was once the home of Hug and Molly.
Wait, is Hug and Molly real?
All the stories are real, darling.
Until you call.
Oh, that is some really good aesthetics. Oh, one thing I'm just gonna say now. Don't spoil if it is actually true or not. In the trailer at least. I wonder if there's like what was the guy's name? I know the World of Warcraft version, which is Bom Sandy. He's like this sort of like chill Jamaican kind of guy. I hope something like that's in this game. I never forgot.
We've been fixed things deep down. They mend parts of your soul so ripped you'd forgotten they were ever one piece.
I came all this way to hear your story. The real story, Itchy.
It was complicated. This is grown folks' business. This ain't for you.
I ain't no damn child.
I ain't no damn child. I love
it. Then you're welcome to try bottling up the pain. But the roots of this trouble go deep.
Oh, dear. You've been keeping secrets.
It's your life now. You're gone. There's no tomorrow.
It's
It's here, it's on.
That is some really, really good. Just a good trailer, good gameplay, good everything. That's really good. I love that, you know? I love that a lot. And it's like stop motion makes me sick. Really a high Q error. That sucks. I think the game looks brilliant. But that does suck, you know? I'm sorry. I see What a Shame, man. It seems like... Yeah. Oh, I love stop. Yeah. This is actually a really good trailer. I can see why, like, Combi Fighter is actually looking forward to this, you know? This is actually such a really cool looking game, you know? Like, my word. This is genuinely, like, brilliant. And I'm... Oh, I gotta say, one of the... What is it? Spider Creature, show me. Oh. What is this thing, you know? I absolutely love this. It's that's good. That's good. I'm glad this is, like, Compulsion's Game's next game. Because that's really good. No pain, no gain, y'all. Oh man, and what was the World of Warcraft Sandy? I have no idea as well. Terrible at spelling. Oh, there you go. Sandy. Because he's based on a real life figure. I can't remember the name, but these are supposed to be like Jamaican. It's a Jamaican folklore. There's this one person who deals in these like sort of contracts, you know, and he absolutely has an amazing voice, and I hope something like that is in South of Midnight, because that'd be so cool to have like midway through the game, she just takes this steel from the sky and it like backfires on her. Oh, it's good. I felt the same playing Hollow Knight and I have no regrets. Yeah. Is this monster from Coraline? It feels like it, you know? So, Necromancer. I mean, yeah, basically. Not a Necromancer entirely. Based on... Baron Samedi. Yeah, and Baron Samedi is like... Compared to a lot of other mythology, like, a recent one. Baron Samedi. He is Awa of Dead, along with Baron's numerous incarnations. Is zoomed to the top head, like how he is known as disruption, obscureness, debauchery, and having a particular fondness for tobacco and rum. Funny then. Connection to the Loa, I see Warcraft. Activities, among the believers in voodoo. Bond studies massive deals, the master of the dead, and as well as a giver of life. He can cure mortals of any disease. Yeah. But like the interesting trait of him is he's like, again, a deal maker, and he's kind of like that sort of monkey paws thing, where he basically, how do you say, basically like puts things into his court, you know. From Sandy, Smite. Oh yeah, Smite. And then there's like World of Warcraft. Shadowrun. But anyways, it's pretty cool though. Yeah, anyways, good night, Combi Fighter. I'm also gonna go to bed. Eternal Strands is released next week. Yeah, and I think that's also really cool. I think I'm not as excited for Eternal Strands because while that game is cool. It's Mike Laidlaw. Close that channel, Mike Laidlaw. I'm also not as big of a fan of those kind of games. This one, South of Midnight, I'm a fan of because I love the aesthetics and the music. The Eternal Strands one is not as like fit in my britches, as it were. Yeah, good night, Heki Warrior. I hope you sleep well. But anyways, yeah, finally, let us be done. Boogie Bilar, take us out. Nice. We're gaming, lads. Yeah, it's Mike Laidlaw. Mike Laidlaw is making the Eternal Strands. But yeah, anyways, hope you all enjoy yourself. Sleep well if you're by the time of sleeping, or have a good day if you're in the time of day. So yeah. Enjoy. Oh boy. Anyways, enjoy. And for those who watch the VOD, mayhaps you like and subscribe. You know, that'd be cool. And comment down below on what you think of everything we covered here today. Enjoy. See you close down channel. See you Prova. See you Combi Fighter. See you close down channel. And Zoltan. Enjoy.